Assault on Precinct 13 stands as a pivotal film in the landscape of independent cinema, released in 1976 and crafted by the talented John Carpenter. The film's gripping narrative and intense atmosphere captivated audiences, showcasing a unique blend of action and suspense. The story revolves around a police station under siege, where a group of unlikely allies must band together to survive against overwhelming odds. The performances of Austin Stoker, Darwin Jostin, Laurie Zimmer, Tony Burton, Martin West, and Nancy Kyes brought depth to their characters, enhancing the film's emotional impact. Carpenter's minimalist score added to the tension, creating an unforgettable auditory experience that complemented the visual storytelling. Notably, the film's clever use of violence and tension caught the attention of censors, leading to debates about its content. The filmmakers skillfully navigated these challenges, pushing boundaries while maintaining the film's integrity. This bold approach not only shocked viewers, but also set a precedent for future filmmakers in the genre. The film's storyline is a gripping tale of survival set against the backdrop of a crime-ridden Los Angeles. Following the Laptees' deadly confrontation with members of the notorious South Central gang, Street Thunder, the city plunges into chaos as the gang declares war on both law enforcement and civilians. The narrative reaches a boiling point when Lieutenant Ethan Bishop, stationed at a nearly abandoned police precinct, finds himself in an unprecedented situation. With a skeleton crew and a handful of prisoners, Bishop forms an unexpected alliance to fend off the relentless gang assault. Lieutenant, this intense and suspenseful plot unravels against a backdrop of urban decay and societal tension, capturing the essence of a city under siege. As the night unfolds, the characters must confront their fears and fight for survival, showcasing themes of courage, desperation, and the struggle for order amidst chaos. The film effectively portrays the harsh realities of urban life and the impact of violence on communities, making it a powerful commentary on the state of society. As the story unfolds, Lieutenant Ethan Bishop finds himself in a precarious situation at a nearly abandoned police precinct. With the precinct set to close, Bishop is left to manage a small group of officers and a handful of prisoners. The tension escalates when a gang of armed criminals launches a brutal attack on the precinct, seeking revenge for the death of one of their members. Bishop's character is tested as he must make quick decisions to protect those inside. He faces moral dilemmas, questioning the nature of justice and survival. The prisoners, initially seen as threats, become unlikely allies in the fight for survival. This alliance highlights the complexities of human relationships under duress. The siege becomes a powerful metaphor for the collapse of societal order, forcing characters to confront their fears and prejudices. Bishop's leadership emerges as a beacon of hope, showcasing the strength of the human spirit when faced with overwhelming odds. The film explores themes of trust, the instinct to survive, and the fine line between heroism and desperation, leaving a lasting impact on its audience. John Carpenter's initial vision for Assault on Precinct 13 was to create a Howard Hawks-inspired Western, drawing from classics like Rio Bravo and El Dorado. He aimed to capture the essence of these films, which often revolved around themes of camaraderie and resilience in the face of overwhelming odds. However, with a modest budget of $100,000, Carpenter faced significant limitations that required him to adapt his vision. Instead of a traditional Western setting, he cleverly reimagined these tropes within a modern urban environment. This shift allowed him to blend the raw tension of a siege scenario with the gritty realism of a contemporary thriller. The film explores archetypal themes of loyalty, survival, and community under siege, reflecting the societal anxieties of 1970s America. Carpenter's innovative approach not only paid homage to classic Westerns, but also provided a fresh perspective on the struggles of individuals banding together against a common threat. The result was a film that resonated deeply with audiences, showcasing Carpenter's ability to adapt and innovate within the constraints he faced. The script for Assault on Precinct 13 is a testament to Carpenter's remarkable creativity and efficiency. Written in just 8 days, the screenplay is a tightly woven narrative that balances character development, atmospheric tension, and explosive action. Carpenter's ability to craft a compelling story in such a short time showcases his talent and dedication to the craft of filmmaking. Despite the constraints of its low budget, the film underwent meticulous pre-production. Carpenter assembled a cast of seasoned, but relatively unknown actors, ensuring a grounded and authentic portrayal of the characters. This choice not only added realism to the film, but also allowed the audience to connect more deeply with the story. The characters are well defined, each with their own motivations and backgrounds, which enhances the emotional stakes of the narrative. This commitment to quality storytelling laid the foundation for the film's enduring impact, making it a classic in the genre of action and suspense. The film's ability to maintain tension while developing its characters is a hallmark of Carpenter's writing style, demonstrating that even with limited resources, a strong script can lead to a powerful cinematic experience. Filming Assault on Precinct 13 was a whirlwind yet deeply rewarding experience for Carpenter and his team. Spanning just 20 days, including Thanksgiving, the production was characterized by tight schedules and creative problem-solving. The team faced numerous challenges, but their determination and teamwork allowed them to overcome obstacles and stay on track. Shot in 35mm Panavision, the film marked Carpenter's first experience with this advanced camera technology, which added a polished and cinematic quality to the visuals. The use of Panavision helped enhance the film's atmosphere, making the action sequences more engaging and visually striking. Carpenter often reflected on the process as one of his most enjoyable directing experiences. He highlighted the camaraderie and ingenuity that defined the production, noting how the close-knit team worked together to bring the story to life. The collaborative spirit fostered a creative environment where ideas flowed freely, contributing to the film's unique style and impact. The film's settings played a crucial role in establishing its gritty and immersive atmosphere. Interior scenes were filmed at the now-defunct producer studio, which provided an authentic yet cost-effective backdrop for the precinct. This choice of location contributed to the film's overall authenticity, allowing viewers to feel the tension and urgency of the narrative. Exterior shots and jail cell scenes were captured at the Old Venice police station, further enhancing the film's realism. The use of a real police station added a layer of credibility to the story, making the viewer feel as if they were witnessing actual events unfold. One particularly memorable sequence, involving a bus traveling to Sonora, was filmed on a closed section of an freeway. This unique location not only provided a striking visual, but also allowed the production crew to creatively utilize the space. They even paused to have lunch on the idle freeway, showcasing the resourcefulness and spirit of the team. This blend of locations and techniques helped to create a tense and engaging atmosphere that resonated with audiences. John Carpenter's approach to low-budget filmmaking was both innovative and pragmatic. He believed in shooting minimal footage and extending scenes to maximize their impact, a strategy that allowed him to create tension and atmosphere without overextending resources. The opening scene of Assault on Precinct 13, where gang members are gunned down, exemplifies this philosophy. Shot at the University of Southern California using students as extras, the sequence is a masterclass in economical yet effective filmmaking. Carpenter's resourcefulness ensured that every frame contributed to the narrative's intensity. By focusing on the essentials, he crafted a gripping experience that resonated with audiences. His ability to create suspense and engage viewers without relying on a large budget or extensive special effects set a standard for independent filmmakers. This method not only showcased his creativity, but also highlighted the power of storytelling through visual means. Carpenter's low-budget philosophy remains influential, demonstrating that impactful cinema can emerge from limited resources. The portrayal of the gang in Assault on Precinct 13 draws significant inspiration from George Romero's Night of the Living Dead. Much like Romero's zombies, the gang members are dehumanized, eerily silent, and almost supernatural in their resilience. This creative choice amplifies the film's tension, transforming the gang from a mere criminal element into an almost elemental force of chaos and destruction. Their relentless pursuit and unsettling silence make them a uniquely terrifying antagonist. The gang operates with a chilling efficiency, reminiscent of the slow, methodical advance of zombies, creating a sense of dread that permeates the film. The characters in Assault on Precinct 13 are stripped of individuality, much like the undead in Romero's work, which enhances the feeling of hopelessness for the protagonists trapped in the precinct. This dehumanization serves to elevate the stakes, as the audience is left to grapple with the idea that the threat is not just from criminals, but from an unstoppable, almost supernatural force. The film's atmosphere is thick with tension, as the gang's silent approach mirrors the creeping dread found in horror films, making their presence all the more menacing. The combination of their eerie silence and relentless nature creates a haunting experience that resonates with viewers, establishing a powerful connection to the themes explored in Night of the Living Dead. The gang's portrayal as an unyielding force of chaos not only heightens the film's suspense, but also invites deeper reflection on the nature of fear and survival in the face of overwhelming odds. Ethan Bishop shares a poignant story about his childhood that adds depth to his character in Assault on Precinct 13. He recounts how his father sent him to a police station as a warning, a moment that echoes a real-life experience of Alfred Hitchcock. Hitchcock's father had once locked him in a police cell briefly, intending to instill a sense of fear regarding authority. This experience left a lasting impact on Hitchcock, influencing the themes of authority and fear in many of his films. By incorporating this anecdote into Bishop's narrative, John Carpenter enriches the emotional landscape of the film. It highlights the psychological struggles that can arise from childhood experiences, particularly those involving authority figures. This detail not only serves to humanize Bishop, but also connects the film to a broader historical context, allowing viewers to reflect on how past traumas shape individuals. The story resonates with the audience, enhancing the film's overall emotional weight and complexity. Darwin Jostin's portrayal of Napoleon Wilson draws significant influence from Charles Bronson's iconic character Harmonica in Once Upon a Time in the West. Both characters embody a mysterious aura that captivates audiences, creating a sense of intrigue and depth. Wilson, much like Harmonica, is shrouded in an enigmatic presence that hints at a complex backstory. This connection to mortality is a defining trait for both characters, as they navigate their respective narratives with a profound awareness of death. Jostin's performance captures this essence through his understated yet impactful responses, which resonate with the themes of fate and survival. The interplay between homage and originality in Wilson's character showcases John Carpenter's skill in weaving cinematic history into his storytelling. By drawing from Bronson's portrayal, Carpenter enriches Wilson's character, allowing viewers to explore the layers of complexity that define him. This connection not only pays tribute to classic cinema, but also enhances the narrative depth of Assault on Precinct 13, making it a memorable experience for audiences. Initially overlooked in the U.S., Assault on Precinct 13 found an appreciative audience in Britain, where its parallels to American westerns resonated deeply. The film's themes of survival and community in the face of overwhelming odds struck a chord with British viewers, who recognized the familiar tropes of isolation and heroism. Winning first prize at a British film contest catapulted the film into the spotlight, earning critical acclaim that highlighted its innovative storytelling and unique blend of genres. Critics praised John Carpenter's direction and the film's ability to create tension and suspense, drawing comparisons to classic westerns while also incorporating elements of horror and action. This international success underscored the universal appeal of Carpenter's storytelling, demonstrating that the film's narrative transcended cultural boundaries. The renewed interest in the U.S. following its British acclaim showcased how a film could gain recognition and appreciation long after its initial release, solidifying its status as a cult classic. The infamous ice cream truck scene in the 1976 movie Assault on Precinct 13 stands out as a shocking moment that sparked significant controversy and unsolicited publicity. This scene depicts the unexpected death of a young girl, which many viewers found disturbing and taboo. John Carpenter, the film's director, later expressed regret over including this moment, acknowledging its provocative nature. Despite this, the scene played a crucial role in establishing the film's reputation for pushing boundaries and delving into the darker aspects of human nature. It showcased Carpenter's willingness to challenge conventional storytelling and explore themes that many filmmakers avoided at the time. The ice cream truck scene remains one of the most talked about moments in Carpenter's career, illustrating how bold narrative choices can leave a lasting impact on audiences and contribute to a film's legacy. The controversy surrounding this scene has continued to resonate, reflecting the complexities of storytelling in cinema. To navigate the challenges of censorship, Carpenter and his team employed a clever strategy, submitting a censored version of the film to obtain an R rating while distributing the uncut version. This approach preserved the film's integrity and ensured that its most impactful scenes reached audiences. The tactic highlights the creative and logistical ingenuity required to bring Carpenter's vision to life in the face of institutional constraints. By carefully selecting which scenes to alter for the rating process, they managed to maintain the film's core message and intensity. This dual strategy not only allowed them to comply with the regulations, but also ensured that viewers could experience the full emotional weight of the story. The decision to release an uncut version demonstrated a commitment to artistic expression, showcasing the lengths to which filmmakers must go to protect their work from censorship. This method of distribution became a notable example of how filmmakers can creatively circumvent restrictions while still reaching their intended audience. Over time, Assault on Precinct 13 has evolved from an underrated thriller to a celebrated cult classic. Its innovative direction, compelling narrative, and groundbreaking scenes have left a lasting impact on the action thriller genre. John Carpenter's ability to craft a gripping story under tight budgetary constraints has inspired generations of filmmakers, solidifying his reputation as a master of his craft. The film's unique blend of suspense and action, along with its minimalist approach, showcases Carpenter's skill in creating tension and atmosphere. The characters, portrayed with depth and realism, resonate with audiences, making their struggles and triumphs feel authentic. The film's iconic score, composed by Carpenter himself, enhances the viewing experience, adding to the overall intensity. Its themes of survival and unity in the face of overwhelming odds continue to resonate, making it relevant even decades after its release. The film's enduring popularity is a testament to its timeless appeal and artistic excellence. The scene in Assault on Precinct 13 that left audiences shocked exemplifies the film's ability to blend intense action with emotional depth. As the story unfolds, the characters face dire circumstances, forcing them to confront their fears and prejudices. The film's portrayal of violence is not gratuitous. Instead, it serves to heighten the stakes and emphasize the characters' struggles. John Carpenter's direction plays a crucial role in crafting a tense atmosphere, where every moment feels charged with potential danger. The minimalist score enhances this feeling, drawing viewers deeper into the narrative. The filmmakers cleverly navigated censorship challenges, using creative techniques to suggest violence without explicit depiction. This approach not only surprised viewers but also sparked discussions about the limits of cinematic expression. By pushing boundaries, Assault on Precinct 13 paved the way for future filmmakers to explore complex themes within the action genre, influencing countless films that followed. The legacy of this film continues to resonate, reminding audiences of the power of storytelling in cinema. Assault on Precinct 13, directed by John Carpenter and released in 1976, has elicited a range of opinions that reflect both its strengths and weaknesses as a film. On one hand, some viewers appreciate the movie as a straightforward action thriller that showcases Carpenter's early filmmaking prowess. The film is noted for its tight narrative, which unfolds largely within the confines of a single location, allowing Carpenter to focus on character development and the tension of the unfolding scenario. The characters, portrayed as tired and desperate, engage in a gripping battle against their assailants, and Carpenter's keen eye captures the subtle moments that heighten the film's suspense. The explosive finale, marked by a cacophony of noise and action, echoes the mounting tension that Carpenter would later master in his more celebrated works. Moreover, the film serves as an interesting glimpse into Carpenter's evolving style. While it may lack the atmospheric horror of his later films, it is nonetheless a well-crafted piece that stands on its own merits. The original score, composed by Carpenter himself, adds to the film's memorable quality, and the simplicity of the plot allows for a focus on the storytelling techniques that would define his career. For fans of Carpenter, Assault on Precinct 13 is a valuable exploration of his early work, showcasing the hallmarks of his style that would later flourish in films like Halloween and The Thing. Conversely, there are criticisms regarding the film's aging and its perceived lack of depth. Some viewers argue that by today's standards, Assault on Precinct 13 feels corny and dull, with dialogue and acting that may not hold up against contemporary filmmaking. The film's pacing and certain scenes, aside from the notable attack on the ice cream van, are seen as bland, leading some to view it more as a historical artifact than a compelling narrative. This perspective suggests that while Carpenter's direction is commendable, the film may not resonate with modern audiences in the same way it did upon its release. In summary, Assault on Precinct 13 is a film that elicits a spectrum of responses. It is celebrated for its straightforward action and Carpenter's early stylistic choices, yet it is also critiqued for its dated elements and lack of atmospheric depth. This duality makes it a fascinating study for both fans of Carpenter and those interested in the evolution of action cinema. Whether viewed as a classic or a relic of its time, the film undoubtedly offers insights into the genre and the director's burgeoning